Alright, got one set up today for my client up in Winnipeg. It's a heating and cooling business, and they have 8 users really interested in learning more about us and getting over a competitive quote.
So I ended up getting 3 appointments today. My first one was for my Detroit client. It was an environmental service agency. They have 150 workstations, 7 servers, and about 12 offices. They have a current MSP, but they haven't evaluated in years. So I told them, we want to make sure that you get the best services for the best price. He said, yeah, that's coming on me. So we're meeting him early next month just to have a talk and see if maybe we can bring better stuff to the table for him. My next appointment was actually in Stockton for my Stockton client. Sorry, I have to look at everything. That was for a metals manufacturer that has 34 employees, 2 locations, and 1 server. They've been working with an MSP for 20 years, and it's a new office manager in place. And she said she'd love to at least review since it's been forever and she's new there. Told her we were just wanting to make her look like a rock star. And then my last appointment was for my Tampa Bay client. This was for healthcare, and they are a huge company, about 300 to 350 workstations, and they have a ton of locations, including remote locations, with about 12 servers. Their contract for their MSP is about to end, and they have a lot of work that needs to be done, and are looking to actually replace their MSP. So I'm pretty excited about all 3 and the opportunities they can bring to the table.
I got an appointment today for a service master up in South Dakota. It's with like a stone contractor company. The guy was a little bit newer to the role. He reached out to me actually from a voicemail I left to the COO. He's the procurement manager, but they're about to go out to bid for janitorial services. Wanted to meet with us in advance of that. He's a little bit newer, so he wasn't sure exactly of the square footage. Based on what I could see, it's a few pretty big locations. They've got 3 in the Rapid City area. So with them kind of coming up, obviously looking for services here soon, this should be a really good opportunity, and hopefully see if we can bring something home out of it.
Yeah, so I got a couple appointments, set them up similarly for my client down in Texas. One was with an energy and oil company. Talked with the CEO. He pointed me in the direction of his IT guy, as he kind of leans on him for that direction. Has about 100 users. They haven't used an IT provider before, but since we're down the road, said he'd be open to kind of hearing us out on our services. Nice to have some local resources, so set that up for sometime next week. Another call that I had, also talked with the CEO prior. He also referred me to his IT guy, talked to the new IT guy, said he's a little newer to his role, believes they do work with a current company, but with him being newer in the role, kind of just looking to have his own resources, see what else is out there locally. So we got that set up, I believe, for the same day. They also have about 100 users, 4 locations, and about 3 servers. So yeah, one should also be a pretty good one. Looking forward to seeing what comes out of it.
I got one for CDN this morning. This one has been a lead wait since like October of last year. So was able to get her on the phone, and she's kind of been a one-man band, and there's about 7 users, 1 server, only 1 location. Set it up for September because she has no time on her calendar, but I did set it up, and I'm doing follow-ups for like every couple weeks. I'm just going to follow up to make sure it still works. But she's really mostly focused on taking some responsibilities off of her plate and also cybersecurity. So,
Pretty good one.
That's wild. Who else? Any proposals, closed deals? Raj?
Yeah, I got a hold of a pseudo who was a past client of ours. I called the CFO on his cell phone this morning, and there's some good news regarding the appointment I had set for him the month before he left. It was a government contracted manufacturer doing circuitry boards, things of that nature for some of their machinery, and yeah, they closed the deal. I don't have any exact numbers. He was rushing into a meeting, but he's sending over some information. So,
Sweet.
Pretty excited.
Good one. Pretty good.
Yeah, CD, they closed the deal. I just heard about this Friday, actually. They closed one for $9K on a repair, and then there was another repair they did for $36K. And then they also have a proposal out for $2.8 million.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I got my third one today for my client in New York City. It's with a nonprofit scholarship firm. So they are getting ready to come to the end of their contract and getting ready to shop around. So caught them at a good time. So we will meet with them next week.
Hey guys, Kota here over at Arsenal. I got 2 appointments today for titanium computing. The good one that I want to talk about was the last one I just got. They have 3 locations. They have a router that's already down and needs support. We're going out there next Thursday to meet and greet and see what we can do to help them get up and ready to go.
I set an appointment for my client yesterday for a school district in Des Moines, Iowa that's looking to proceed with solar power for their buildings. They're having a renovation done in addition to an existing building, and they're having that addition engineered to support solar straight off the bat. So I set up an appointment between the facilities manager and my guy, Dennis, to meet, see what we can do for them, see if there's a fit. So I'm definitely excited to see the outcome of that.
Yeah, so I got an appointment today for a service master down in Texas. It's with a pretty large company. They've got about 6 or 7 locations throughout the state. Spoke to the facilities manager over there. They're actually selling off one of the locations, looking for a pretty thorough cleaning. They've got about 31,000 square feet. So my guy's going to be going out there on Friday. And then actually just since that came out, they were kind of corresponding via email afterwards. And they're also doing another walkthrough at a separate facility. So I don't have numbers on that one, but that one opportunity branched into a second one already before we even met with them. So it seems like a pretty good opportunity. We'll see what comes of it.
So just got a pretty good roofing appointment for my client in Peoria. Talked to an owner of a company, manufacturing company. It's a building about 30,000 square feet. She's been dealing with some leaks the past couple months. Looking for us to come out there next week and get her taken care of. Pretty good one.